Sure. Here's a 500-word story-style article that explores the topic. Do older women smell different? 9 facts about changing body odor for senior women. Do older women smell different? 9 facts about changing body odor for senior women. Margaret had just turned 68. A retired nurse and an avid gardener, she loved her morning walks and afternoon tea with her book club. But recently, she'd noticed something odd. After her usual walk, her favorite linen blouse carried a faint, unfamiliar scent. Not unpleasant, just different. Was it her detergent? Or had something changed with her body? She mentioned it to her friend Ellen, who laughed. "Oh, honey, that's just your senior scent." They both chuckled, but the comment lingered in Margaret's mind. Could aging really change the way a woman smells? As it turns out, yes. Body odor does change with age, and here are 9 facts that explain why and how senior women may notice it. 1. Age-related odor is real. Scientific studies show that people over the age of 40, regardless of gender, often develop a distinct body scent. It's caused by a compound called 2-nonenal, which becomes more prominent with age. 2-nonenal smells grassy or greasy. This compound has a slightly greasy, cucumber-like scent. Unlike the sharp odor of sweat caused by bacteria, 2-nonenal tends to be more subtle but harder to remove with regular soap. 3. Hormonal shifts play a role. During menopause, declining estrogen levels can change the skin's natural oil production. This leads to shifts in body chemistry and, yes, body odor too. 4. Skin becomes drier. Older women often experience drier skin, which alters how sweat and oils interact on the skin's surface. This can change the scent their body naturally emits. 5. Diet impacts body odor. As metabolism slows and dietary habits shift with age, certain foods like red meat, garlic, or spices can influence body odor more noticeably in older adults. 6. Medications matter. Many seniors take daily medications, and some of these can affect how the body processes and excretes waste, sometimes leading to new or stronger odors. 7. Hygiene habits evolve. Physical limitations can make it harder for older adults to maintain the same grooming routines. Reduced bathing frequency or changes in clothing materials can influence body scent. 8. Nose sensitivity decreases. Ironically, while body odor may change, seniors often have a reduced sense of smell. That means they might not notice the change themselves, but others might. 9. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Changing body odor is a normal part of aging, not a flaw. Using moisturizing soaps, breathable fabrics, and staying hydrated can help manage it easily. Back in her garden, Margaret smiled. She had learned something new about herself and realized there was no shame in it. Getting older wasn't about fading away. It was about understanding and embracing change. As she clipped her roses, she whispered, "Here's to smelling like wisdom and wildflowers." Would you like a short spoken version of this turned into audio? Absolutely. Here's an additional 500-word paragraph to continue the story and deepen the exploration of the topic. Margaret's curiosity didn't end in the garden. Later that week, she decided to visit her local library, where she dove into books and articles about aging and the human body. What fascinated her most was how much science supported the idea that aging subtly shifts every part of us: our skin, hair, and even our scent. But it wasn't just about biology. Margaret realized that much of the conversation around body odor in older women was tangled in outdated perceptions of beauty, femininity, and even shame. Society often associates youth with freshness and aging with decline, but Margaret saw things differently. She understood now that scent wasn't just about cleanliness. It was a language, a signal of health, hormones, and even history. Just as a baby has a distinct, comforting scent that makes people want to cuddle them, older adults carry their own aura that's the result of experience, time, and chemistry. Margaret even found research suggesting that people can often subconsciously identify someone's age based on scent alone. It made her wonder, why are we taught to fear the natural evolution of our bodies? Aging, she thought, was a privilege, not a problem. Inspired by her findings, she started chatting about it in her book club. To her surprise, every woman in the room had noticed the same changes. Some had switched deodorants, others tried essential oils or special body washes marketed to neutralize mature odor. One friend, Dana, even joked that she had developed a fondness for lavender-scented everything. The laughter turned into an honest and liberating conversation. They discussed how their grandmothers used talcum powder and rose water, not to hide their age, but to add grace to it. Margaret saw a shift in their attitude, a collective reclaiming of their bodies. They were no longer trying to erase their age. They were embracing the new identities that came with it. A few days later, Margaret wrote an article for the community newsletter titled "The Scent of Wisdom: Understanding Body Changes as We Age." She talked about two nunny nail, hormones, diet, and dignity. It resonated deeply. Soon, younger women began to approach her, thanking her for the insight. "I didn't know this would happen to my mom," one woman said. "Now I get it, and I want to help her feel good, not self-conscious." Margaret realized that educating others, especially younger generations, could build empathy and strengthen the bond between women of all ages. In a world obsessed with anti-aging products and wrinkle creams, Margaret had discovered something revolutionary: that growing older didn't mean fading away. It meant showing up, fully, unapologetically, and yes, with a scent that told the story of a life well lived. From that day forward, she kept a small bottle of sandalwood oil in her purse, not to mask who she was, but to blend the scent of nature with her own. It was her way of saying, "This is me, and I've earned every part of it." Would you like a short excerpt from this story turned into spoken audio using an AI voice?